With the success of the top 5 videos for F1 Breaking Point for F1 2021, I'm going to do another top 5 video, but it's going to be a two-parter here. So it's going to be a 2-for-1 video here. This time, we're going to be doing FIFA 22 for player career and manager. Both of them will be featured around me. So I'm going to be putting myself in the game not only as a player, but also a manager. So let's not waste any more time. Let's see who my favorite teams are for who my career mode's going to be around for for FIFA 22. Now, just to clarify, I'm not going to the MLS right away. Let's get that out of our system. Well, I can start off in the least likely tier for the player, and that being, RB Leipzig. Yeah, even though this is a Red Bull team, I think this is probably more likely for a second character. Yeah, don't expect Leipzig to be in here. Don't even think about the odds of me joining FC Bayern or Dortmund. The odds of those are pretty low. Alright. Yeah, Leipzig on the still barely made the list, but at the same time, it's not gonna. At the same time, it's probably highly unlikely. Well, let's actually make a trip just to Switzerland, because to be honest, since Switzerland knocked out France, I might as well get a chance to consider. I mean, maybe choosing Lausanne Sport. And by the way, let's take a look at these uniforms for Sport. And interesting. Give me something to look back. And speaking of which, might as well go back to Germany, because I don't think I showed up Leipzig's. So let's actually do that real quick. Yeah, number 4. Lausanne Sport. And oh wow, there's an alternate. That's definitely gonna pique my interest. Alright, number 3. We're heading to Korea. Only this time we're heading to FC Seoul. Yeah, because this one came early on in one of my series for this game, I was very, very close to choosing this one, but instead I went with FC Sion instead. So yeah, FC Seoul, 3rd overall. I might as well show the uniforms. There you go. Putting me in FC Seoul, number 3. Alright, let's take a look to find number 2. And believe it or not, we're actually staying right here in Italy. Whoops. And we're probably looking at either Bologna or AC Milan. Yeah, this is probably the highest ranked team I'm actually looking at. So yeah, it's either, we can put this in the number 2 spot, Bologna / AC Milan. And since this is a 2-for-1, we're getting a look at 2 uniform sets. Mainly because of Formula 1 ties. That's why they're both are on the same list. Because Bologna is where Imola is, and Milan is not that far from Monza. So there's that as well. Now, before we get to number 1, and let me just say, number 1 is quite a bit of a shocker for you guys. Because none of you guys expect this here, but this one has a bit of a story. I know for us American fans want relegation. And I know with the MLS expanding like nobody's business, like this year we got Austin, next year we got Charlotte, and I believe in 2 years it's going to be Sacramento, I think. Or it's either Phoenix or Sacramento, I don't know. But there was a story that happened where a team couldn't get a new owner and they were kicked out of this country's football league. But thankfully, there was another team that nearly met that fate. But the team was saved at the last minute. And this is why, in my eyes, as of right now, this team is clearly the front runner for me to choose them as my player career mode. You want to find out who it is? Here it is. Oh, damn it. Right. Here we go. I will give you guys a clue. We're heading to jolly old England. And the team I'm looking at, though I missed. Let's see if we can try and get England back. Here we go. And I can tell you, the team I'm looking at choosing is in currently League 2. But I can happily say, as of this game's being released, they are no longer in League 2. The front runner for my player career mode series is Bolton Wanderers. Yeah, they came really extremely close to getting kicked out of the football league a couple of years ago, but thankfully they found owners at the last minute, meaning the Bolton Wanderers were saved. And sure, during the pandemic they got relegated to League 2, but as of this past season they got pushed back to League 1, which means we could get a matchup with this lovely team, and gives me something to consider. So yeah, for my player career mode, the front runner for my player career is Bolton Wanderers. I know a lot of you guys were completely shocked because you guys did not think I was going to choose a League 2, well now League 1 team in Bolton to choose. So one of my top 5 teams for my manager career mode. Let's get to it. Here we go. At number 5 for my manager career mode, we're actually going to where they just had the Formula 1 races. Austria. And more particularly, going with Wolfsberger AC. And honestly, these uniforms, man, that's why they're at number 5. I'm not sure if I can, hopefully, but I'll try and figure out to make it work, I guess. Or we're heading we're not going far from home because guess what? We're actually heading to Mexico, to FC Juarez. And look at that logo. That is freaking awesome. And whew, digging these uniforms, although the gradient, ugh. Overall, number 4, FC Juarez. Number 3, we're actually heading to we're heading to, at number 3, we're actually heading to, believe it or not, we're heading to League 2 France. We're choosing Paris FC with a possibility, and not gonna lie, these are actually pretty cool jerseys. So yeah, number 3, Paris FC. Okay, number 2, we're going to go to Lokomotiv Moscow for obvious reasons, because they're named after a hockey team. What else? Okay, and honestly, this is probably going to be a challenge, but with this rest of the world schedule, but I'll find a way to make it work. Number 1, the team that's probably the front runner for me choosing them as the manager career mode, we're heading to Norway as we head to Viking FK. And honestly, this looks like an awesome look. But like I said, I couldn't, and that's practically it. With that, Viking FK is one of the front runners. Yeah, that's it. I mean, the manager career mode, anything could change. Anything can change at the last minute with that one. Where manager, I'm 99% sure on my decision within that top 5. So it's gonna be interesting to see what I choose. So I'm gonna need time to think this over on the manager side, because that's probably the more tougher of the decision here. Let me know which team should I choose out of those 5. Let me know. Thanks for watching.